Hi team, welcome to Cloud Pandit in this Azure Data Factory Master Program video series. In today's session, we will see how to create Azure Data Factory using the PowerShell. We will see step by step team. So in our previous two sessions, we have seen how to create Azure Data Factory using Azure Portal, and also we have seen how to create Azure Data Factory from the Databricks using Python. So in this particular session, we will see how to create the Azure Data Factory using PowerShell. So in order to create the Azure Data Factory, there are prerequisites. So I have explained in detail in the previous sessions. I'll quickly take you through those steps once again quickly. So first thing is subscription. This will allow the access to access all the Azure services, and based on the usage of those Azure services, the charges will be deducted from the subscription. That's why this particular subscription is tied to billing account. Okay. The second prerequisite is resource group. The Azure resource group is a logical container that helps organize and manage related Azure resources together. So you can think of a resource group is a group where we will add the relevant resources. For example, all the development environment, whatever resources you created, you'll put it in a separate group just to identify these are the dev resources. In real time, once you join the project, they will ask you to access the dev Databricks. They will not tell you the name of the Databricks. So you need to search based on the naming convention. Wherever we have a dev, in that particular resource group, if you go, you will be able to see. Similarly, we have a UAT resource group, you have a production resource group. That's how we will create the groups in the real time. Next, data factory, the name that you need to give for your data factory to identify uniquely this particular data factory. So this particular data factory name is globally unique, meaning if somebody else is using the same name, that particular name you cannot able to use. And the names are case insensitive. That is nothing but if somebody has used capital M, Y, capital D and capital F, you cannot use even my DF, which is in the small letters, because both are same, because data factory name is case insensitive. The fourth one is region. Azure region is a geographical location where Microsoft data centers are situated. The physical location, the data centers. So wherever you want to create the Azure data factory, you need to choose the region, the location of that particular data factory where you want to create. Let's see the code that you are going to execute. So this is the code that I'm going to execute. If you say $ADF name, what is $ADF name? It is a variable. When we will use the variables, we will use the variables whenever you want to use particular name repeatedly in the code multiple places. So the advantage of the variable is if you use the variable in multiple places instead of hard coding, tomorrow if you want to change the name, you can just reassign the new name to the variable. Variable will update in all the places wherever you have referred this particular variable name. So $ADF name basically refers to the data factory name. $RG name is the one more variable I'm creating to assign the resource group name. $location is one more variable which I'm using to define the location where I want to create. So the fourth statement, the fourth line, if you see new means I am creating the new resource. What is that? Aged resource group. Aged is a module, resource group is the resource that I want to create. What is the name of the resource group? Hyphen name, RG name. That is the name of the resource group will come through the variable. Hyphen location, $location. So the actual location will come through the, again, a variable. So if you use that command, you are going to create a new resource group using the aged module by providing the name of the resource group and in which location the resource group you want to create. Next, if you see new, again you want to create a new data factory using agent module. In order to create a data factory, the mandatory things is name of the data factory is very important, location and resource group name. You may ask why subscription ID is not given, because the subscription, it will take the default subscription in which you have logged in, right? So ADF name, ADF name you are passing through the variable, and location you are passing through the variable, RG name you are passing through the variable. If you want to provide the subscription, that also you can able to provide, but here it is not required, as we are going to confirm under which subscription all these things should be executed. Okay, let's see now how we can able to quickly create this resource groups, data factories. Once you created, how to get the details of this resource group or data factory, then how to delete this resource, all these things we will see quickly. Okay, let me log in into the portal.azure.com. So log in into the first account. So as we discussed in the previous walkthrough sessions, you can see here Cloud Shell. If you click on the Cloud Shell, it will allow you to execute our PowerShell or Bash scripting too. But this Bash script and PowerShell both require the file share, meaning all the configuration required module details, everything to store. We need a storage account. So just to create the storage account, when I am creating storage account, it is asking that. So it is going to create under free trial. So whatever you are going to do from now onwards, everything will be done within the free trial. But if you want to change it in between, you can change it. Okay, just wait for a couple of seconds so that it will be available. So I think it takes some time, around 30 seconds it will take to connect to the terminal, so that once the terminal is connected, we can able to define the variables and we can start issuing the commands to create the new resources. So now if you see, it is saying connecting to the terminal. So you can just click on this to see Bash or PowerShell, any of these particular scripting languages that you can able to execute with the help of this particular Cloud Shell. The main advantage of the Cloud Shell is all the default modules, everything will be available for you to avoid installing all those things. You can directly start issuing the commands using those modules and you start creating the required resources. If you are using the PowerShell in your system, not from the Cloud Shell, then you need to install all the required modules. So how to install the module, how to import, what all policies that you need to set, all the commands I have noted down. I'll share all those things in the description. I request all of you to take those things and try with PowerShell how we can able to create the Azure Data Factory. Okay, so this is done. Now let's assign the variables. Okay, in order to assign the variables, I need to use dollar. Okay, dollar. I can say it is that you need to put here the cursor. So you can say dollar. So if you are facing any issue, so what you can do is you have the restart option just to restart this particular Cloud Shell. Okay, as we have some time, so basically it is authenticating. As it is taking more time, I just entered multiple times. That's why without authentication it was starting. That's where it is giving some kind of problem for us. So as I restarted the Cloud Shell, I think it should work fine now. Okay, let's see. So this is the option where I have used to restart this particular Cloud Shell. So whenever you have you are facing the issue with Cloud Shell, you can just click on this particular restart option to restart the Cloud Shell. So once it is restarted, so you can see, so type Azure to use the Azure CLI, like type help to learn about the Cloud Shell. Okay, so basically authenticating to Azure, building your Azure drive, everything is done now. So now you can just start assigning the name. So ADF name equal to, I'll say Cloud Pandit 2023 0801. Okay, I'm just assigning to the variables. So basically it will help us. Okay, RG name equal to, you can say Cloud Pandit RG. Okay, then you are going to say the location. So the location equal to east to west, enter. Okay, once we have assigned these values to the variables, it will be easy for us to reuse these variables. Let's say I want to create a new resource group, new iPhone agent resource group. So now you know it is a resource group only. You can click on the tab is, when you click tab, it has intelligence, it will give you the rest of the lines. iPhone name, so name of the resource group I want to provide, that I'll provide using the, using what resource, the variable. Similarly location, I need to provide iPhone location, the location I will provide again using the variable, using the variable. Okay, so once we have given these details, you can see the resource groups that you have. You can click on this, you can go to resource groups and you can check whether do you have any resource group. So Cloud Shell, see only one we have, that is the Cloud Shell Storage Central India, which is created when you started your Cloud Shell. That is the default storage. Under that resource group it is created. Okay. Now I am creating a resource group called Cloud Pandit RG. Just enter. So once you enter, you see, so Cloud Pandit RG is created. Now you see the provision state is succeeded in east to west. Cloud Pandit RG is the resource group which it is created. Now refresh it. In few seconds you should be able to see here. You can see Cloud Pandit RG. Under this resource group, do you see any services? No, right? I want to create a one service. Okay. So what is that service that I want to create is I want to create a data factory. How to create data factory? Okay. So I'll tell you how you can able to create the service. You can say new iPhone. Okay. Aged data factory. Okay. Again, enter v2. Okay. Name of the data factory, iPhone name, dollar $ADF name. I'm using the variable to pass the name of the data factory. Again, sorry, next I need to pass the iPhone location. iPhone location, I need to pass the dollar location. Okay. iPhone resource group name, resource group name. So iPhone resource group name. What is the resource group name? Dollar $RG name. If you pass under that particular resource group, so we are creating the new data factory. New is the keyword that you are going to use to create a new services. Get is the keyword that you are going to use to get the information. Remove is the keyword that you are going to use to remove the services. Okay, remember that. Now you just created the data factory. In few seconds, you should be able to see under this particular resource group. Under Cloud Pandit RG, you will see the data factory name here. See, now let's say this resource group, this data factory details, I want to get it. How to get it? As I mentioned, the keyword is get iPhone. Okay, get iPhone, aged resource, sorry, aged data factory. Okay, version 2 I want to use. So this particular data factory name is dollar $ADF name. Okay, this is the name of the data factory. I want to get the information. This data factory is in this particular resource group. What is the resource group name? Dollar $RG name. So I want the data factory which is created under this particular resource group. Under this resource group, this particular data factory, I want to get the details of that particular data factory, whether it is provisioned, whether it is succeeded or not. See, get means it is getting the details. It is giving us location is east to west in this particular resource group. The provision state is succeeded. Let's say I want to remove this particular data factory. Okay, remove aged data factory. Okay, remove aged data factory version 2. So I am just clicking the tab to fill the next lines, right? So it will be quick. Name of the data factory is dollar $ADF name. Okay, under which resource group it is there? Under resource group is dollar $RG name. RG name. Okay, enter. So it is asking you to whether you want to delete it. Yes, I am confirming it. Okay, when you click Y, it is confirming that okay, user wants to delete this particular data factory which is there in this RG. Now in few seconds, if you see this particular data factory, you will not able to see because that is deleted. Through the PowerShell, we have deleted this particular data factory. See, that is gone. Now still we have the RG or not? Still we have the resource group or not? Refresh it. Still we have resource group. I want to delete the resource group. Now when you want to delete the resource group, again remove. What is the command? Remove iPhone aged resource group. Resource group. Okay. Name of the resource group is dollar $RG name. Only RG name. Resource group name we need to give. That is enough. But if you remember, while deleting the data factory, it asked us to enforce it, yes or no, right? I don't want that to ask. You can say forcefully delete it. You no need to ask me confirmation. You can 100% you can delete it. I am confirming. iPhone force means I am forcefully deleting. So it is not going to ask saying that you want to delete this resource group, yes or no and all. It is not going to ask me because I am forcing it to delete it. So once that is executed, now you will be able to see this particular resource group will be gone. So it may take some 30 seconds or so. We can see this particular data factory will be deleting. Sorry, not data factory, it is a resource group. You just click on this resource group. See what is the status it is showing? Deleting. Who is deleting? This particular command is deleting. Okay, let's wait for a few more minutes. You can see that. So true means what? It is deleted. So the command confirmed that it is deleted, but here, so in few seconds you will not be able to see this particular resource group because this resource group is already deleted. So to get the confirmation whether it is deleted or not, if you click on this, it will says resource not found, but the name here, whatever it is displaying, that is also vanished, gone. Okay. That's how you should be able to create the data factory resource groups using the PowerShell, and that's how you can able to get the details about that particular service. You can also remove any service using this particular PowerShell commands. Now let's quickly go through the some of the questions that we have prepared. So to test your knowledge, how much knowledge you have gained. What is the purpose of new agent resource groups command line in the script? Okay, as we discussed, new means newly creating, agent resource group means resource group we are creating, meaning create a new resource group. That is answer B is the right answer. What is the purpose of new Azure Data Factory? Create a new Azure Data Factory. The answer is A. Next, which Azure PowerShell commands are used in the given scripts to create resources? Okay, new Azure resource group, new Azure Data Factory V2. So the answer is B. Okay. So what is the purpose of backslash at the end of the below command line? So in this command, if you see slash, what it indicates? If you have a too much line, big line, right, we will give slash. What it indicates is to continue the command on the next line for the readability. The answer is B, to continue the command on the next line for the readability. Which parameter is used to define the location or region of for the Azure Data Factory creation? While creating a new Azure Data Factory V2, we will use name for name for giving the ADF name, or resource group name for giving the resource group name. So what we will use in order to give the location is location, not region or loc. It is location. To create an Azure Data Factory, which information is not required? It is not mandatory subscription ID, but that is also required as it takes a default. So we are not providing that. After executing the new Azure Data Factory commandlet, what information does it return? The status of Azure Data Factory deployment, the created Azure Data Factory object. Yes, that is created the Azure Data Factory object. The created Azure Data Factory object details it will display. So the answer is A. What is the purpose of name parameter in the new Azure Data Factory commandlet? It defines the name of the Azure Data Factory. Answer is B. In PowerShell, how do you assign a value to a variable named $data factory name for the data factory you want to create? So the answer is A. Directly we can just use dollar name of the variable equal to the value that you can able to assign. No need to use set or colon equal to or less than equal to and all. Directly dollar name of the variable equal to the value that you want to assign. Okay, that's all for today, team. Thank you for watching the video. So as I mentioned, one final thing. So I told you, right, if you are going to execute the PowerShell outside of the Cloud Shell, you need to set the execution policy as a remote signed in, meaning you are signing in outside of the portal. Then you need to install the PowerShell get. Then you need to import it. Then you need to install the agent module, whatever we have used. So once you have installed agent module, so you need to connect to the account, connect agent account. Once you connected, you can execute whatever we have executed just now. Okay, so thanks for watching my video once again. So please subscribe my YouTube channel to get more content and support me. that will encourage me to do more videos and teach you more things on Data Factory Databricks team. Thank you. Thank you all.